So I needed to understand the role and responsibility of a chairman within a Farmers Irrigators Group. So last time I did not explain what is FIG, or Farmers Irrigators Group. I went through their role and responsibility of voting for a president. So drilling down into their role and responsibility, these FIG chairmen are tasked to ensure the irrigation canal are maintained. So for example, so any diversion, they call it turnout. So a turnout has along with it an associated Farmers Irrigators Group chairman. So for example here, turnout 1. So this channel or canal, he involves the farmers left, right of the irrigation canal. So the farmers are requested to help out in cleaning the canals. For example, if the canals are full of weeds, then they could request for manual labor to spray, or to take the long sharp scythe or scythe and start chopping away at the weeds. So here I have described two turnout 1 going down, turnout 2 going up. So this is just visual representation of a canal. It's not the real thing, but it's just to represent a channel or a canal. So the canal comes from Seafood Dam, the main canal. The main canal are under NIA. These sub-canal or mini canal or small canals are under an IA umbrella. So in San Placido, there's a turnout, a major turnout. One turnout goes toward Kiling, that is going east. The other one goes toward Munoz, that is to say going north. So this is north. So I noticed I noticed there's a lot of turnout close to the main road going to San Placido, going toward Munoz or coming out of San Placido turnout. In this area here, it's fully silted. I mean, it's really thick of it. Thickly silted, lots of weeds. And that's one of the reasons why the water going north is reduced to such an extent that the rated 1400 liter per second is no longer true. So because this is really badly silted, so it's not managed. So getting back to what is a Farmers Irrigator Group chairman do? There's actually a fees. For example, a chairman has to collect fees, and if the area under his watch is 50 hectares, then the fees is rated as 250 peso per hectare. So if there's 50 hectares, then multiply that by 250. Here, if there's only 10 hectares, then 250 by 10 would be 2,500. So since there are 23 turnout, then in Munoz I.A., then there would be 23 chairmen. That's the reason why there are 23. That's the number. If you're wondering what the number is, why 23? That 23 means that there are 23 turnouts along this 14-kilometer canals. It's quite long. I did a cursory area measurement using Google Earth, and it's looking up to like 1,000 hectares that this now irrigates. So it really needs to be increased in width, cleaned, managed. There's a lot of silt built up. So there's a lot of frustration. The thing about the FIGs, what I've learned is that this group, they're not really broadcasted, informed. The farmers doesn't even know they existed. In fact, most farmers here now, younger generation, they don't even know there is a Munoz Irrigator Association, and they didn't even know that there's a chairman, FIG, Famers Irrigators Group. So they don't know all of that. So that's why it's broken. So if in their ignorance and the status quo, the people that knows the system want to keep it that way, want to keep the farmers ignorant. That is the sense I'm getting. I mean, when I started to get involved in farming in 2018, all I hear is NIA, NIA, NIA this, NIA that. NIA should do this, NIA should do that. Why aren't they doing anything? And of course, myself being ignorant and wasn't really using the irrigation, really didn't pay attention to irrigation. Only recently that I begin to start digging into this irrigation. So latter part of late, I must say, most of my digging around was December 2022 and into early 2023 January. So these things that I'm documenting is really my search to understand Irrigators Association. So there is really a blank information about irrigation from NIA toward the Irrigator Association, NESCIA, for example, and toward a local Irrigators Association, for example, Munoz, and then of course the Famers Irrigators Group. So by digging into or drilling down into all of this, I am also providing information to people out there that really wants to know also, since I'm looking into this. And I mean, I dig into information on the internet. I queried the internet using different word, different search type, that sort of thing. And there isn't anything specific about Famers Irrigators Group. There is a shallow information, very little information about Irrigators Association. I mean, it's when I look at NIA's website, it's just shallow information. And so really, I needed to understand the things that glues this irrigation system together. So it's and from my digging around, sadly I came to the realization that this whole thing is broken. The understanding too is the status quo, the people leading these groups, sadly again came to the realization is that they are self-serving.